The call is now given to the second Deputy Speaker, the honourable member for Maranoa.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. And I rise this evening on this clean energy bill to support the amendment as moved by the Leader of the Opposition. And I just want to read into the Hansard yet again, for the benefit of those on the other side of the House, why we are seeking to amend this package of bills to delay this voting on this bill and take these 1,200 pages to the people of Australia. That's what should be happening. And let me read, for the benefit of those on the other side of the House, what the Leader of the Opposition and the Opposition would like to see happen, and that is that, and this is our amendment, that the provisions of this Act commence on a date to be fixed by proclamation, and 2, a proclamation for the purposes of subsection 1 must not be made until after elections have been held for the 44th Parliament and Parliament has met. Deputy Speaker, why do we say that on this side of the House? Is because the Prime Minister today, when she was the Prime Minister in the last Parliament, said there would be no carbon tax under a government that she leads. And yet what we've got in this House are 1,200 pages of new legislation. One of the greatest pieces of misleading information that any Prime Minister has ever bestowed on the Australian people. And if you don't want to take the Prime Minister's word and don't accept what she said, let's look at what the Treasurer said on the 15th of August. He said, it should meet the press, 15th of August 2010, when asked the question, will there be a carbon tax if the Labor Party was elected? He said, and I quote, well, certainly what we rejected is this hysterical allegation that somehow we are moving towards a carbon tax from the Liberals in their advertising. We certainly reject that. So on 2 counts from the Prime Minister today, and the Prime Minister and the Treasurer, both giving firm commitments to the people of Australia before they had a vote to decide who they should put into government in this Parliament. There will be no carbon tax under a government led by the now Prime Minister, supported by the now Treasurer, who said this is an hysterical allegation and they reject the notion. Well, the people of Australia looked at the 2 sides of the House. That's what democracy is about. They look at the policies from the 2 opposing sides of the House. It's a contest of ideas. Who do they really trust to put in on policies to lead this nation? It's a very important decision that people take. So, Deputy Speaker, all we say is take this package of bills back to the people of Australia and ask them. Don't ask this House. Ask the people of Australia. That's what our amendment says, that there be no vote taken on this until the people of Australia have been asked. Deputy Speaker, I went during the break to drive into the outback of my electorate because I know that if this bill passes, it will impact on everyone's daily cost of living wherever they live in Australia. So I went out in search of someone in Western Queensland who might support these bills. I went to Charleville. I thought, well, I might find someone there that was once a stronghold of the Labor Party, still in the office of the AWU in Charleville. I couldn't find anyone. I couldn't find anyone there. So then I went on to Quilpie. I thought I'd find someone there. No one there. And I went further out to Erromango into the oil fields and I caught up with Dick Loveday. I caught up with Dick Loveday. He's loading cattle to take them 1,100 kilometres from far out in Western Queensland in my electorate to a processing plant near Toowoomba. Now, he's been branded one of those big polluters because you're bringing these cattle on road trains that create jobs, create export income, and he said, give us a go at these bills. He said, we want to vote on these bills. He said, we are sick and tired of working for nothing and all we see are taxes, taxes, taxes from this government. He said, he said, just give us a say. Yes. So on returning to this place, I thought, well, I'll bring these comments to this Parliament. The minister's at the table. Now, Minister, I plead with you, please, listen to the Leader of the Opposition, listen to our amendments. Let's take these bills to a vote and ask the people of Australia.
The honourable member's time has expired, and I'm quite sure Mr Speaker has pointed out that props are not desirable. However, I'd like to congratulate the second Deputy Speaker on the fact that he has obviously undertaken weight training to lift those papers so easily in the House.